Hi and welcome to Medio's video channel. My name is Sally and today I am about to show you how you can create your own macrame market bag. You can easily make it the size you want, but in this instruction I will show you the smaller kind of size, which I made with our own yarn, the EKO Macramé 5mm, 330 grams. But if you want to make a bigger one, you can easily just buy our 1 kilo in the same yarn. Have fun and let's go! Firstly, I'm gonna cut 2 ropes that are 5.5 meters long. Okay, so I cut 2 ropes that are 5.5 meters long, and these will be my handles for this bag. And I folded the rope into half, and I'll start with the first handle. So I put it on my hook. Now we're gonna make a single knot, but we will do it in opposite directions. So I will start by doing what I like to call it a P. You can see the P here. And so I make this loop, I put this rope on top of the other, and then I pull it behind and through. Like that. Pull. Now we're gonna make the same knot, but the opposite. And then I like to call it a 4. You can see the shape of the 4. And this rope is on top. Under and through. And pull. And again, the P. And the 4. And now I do this until I have about 50 centimeters left on the rope. Okay, so I finished the knotting. I stopped when I had about 50 centimeters left on the end rope. So what I want to do now is to take one of the ropes and pull it through this loop. Here you have your handle that is elastic, awesome. And continue with the knotting for about 4 times, just to close the handle, like that. And I like to make these ends a little bit prettier, I like to create a loop like that. And I take the end and I twist it into the loop a couple of times and pull. Then I make this little knot. Then I cut here. And I do that on both the ropes. Pull. And then I cut. Great. So let's do the second handle exactly like this one. Okay, so now we have our 2 handles. So let's move on to the next step. And for this we need 24 ropes that are 2 meters long each. So keep on cutting. So now I cut 24 ropes, 2 meters each, and I divide them in 2. So 12 of these will go on one handle, and the other 12 I will tie onto the second handle. take each rope and fold it in half and use lark's head knot to get these onto the handle. And to do lark's head knot, you do a loop like this, fold it over the handle and pull through like that. You can do tightly, and you can adjust it later. And I take the second one over, through, and then I do this with the rest of the ropes. Okay, so this is what it should look like when you've put all your ropes onto the handle. And now do the exact same thing on the second handle. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how to create a square knot, which will help us to create the pattern onto the bags. Leave these decoration knots out of this and select the first 2 knots in these 4 ropes. And to do this square knot, we choose the far right and the far left rope, and you create the P again. And now you want to take the left rope over, under, and through the P, like that. And now we're gonna make the exact same thing but the opposite. So create the 4, take the far right rope under and through. Like that. And now you created a square knot, and you want to pull this tight. And now you want to do that onto the next 4 knots, 2 knots here. To take these 4 ropes, create the P, take the far left, under and through. And then create the 4, take the far right rope, under and through. Great, pull tight. And now you want to continue to do that all the way. And then start on this side as well and create the square knot all the way. Great. So now we have 2 rows of square knots on each side. So what we're doing now is I'm gonna twist this a little bit so we can see it easily. Now you see the both square knots here. Leave those out. And you want to connect these 2. And now you can choose like how much gap you want in your bag. I like to have the least gap because I don't want my stuff to fall out, but you can choose whatever you want. But I'm gonna make the least gap that I could do. So I will choose again. Now I'll take 2 from that knot and 2 from that one knot, ropes that's next to each other. Okay, so I've done 2 rows here below. So now we're gonna continue with a 3rd row, and then we can start by taking the 2 ropes at the very end and continue doing a square knot. Here. Great, and now I do the same thing on this side. So we're going to continue on the 3rd row of square knots for this side. So I'll take the 2 ropes at the very far right. Here we go. Okay, so now I made 3 rows on each of the handles. And now we should put these 2 guys together. And you can choose which side of these you want to be the outside of the bag. I choose to have these loops, the lark's head knot, on the outside, so I will fold them towards the inside, like that. And now we're gonna knot these sides together. So with the 2 end ropes on each one of these, we're gonna continue with the square knot. That, and then you can adjust this because we still want to keep the 1 centimeter rule. Now we can just continue around and around. So now I finished the knotting of the actual bag. I made about 13 rows of knots. Here you can see what it looks like from the side and the back. So now we're gonna tie all these together. And what we wanna do is to make another row of knots, but they will be tight. We will not have this space. So again, the square knot, but make it tight. I took the bag off the rack, and now I'm gonna show you how to finish off this. What I want to do is that I want to find the side, the 4 side ropes. I can find that by looking at the first knot, that one, and I see the space, and I see a knot, space, knot, space, knot, space, knot, space. So it should be these 4 guys that are the side ones. And so I take these 4 and just leave them, and then I have these 2 ropes, and I'm just gonna make a double knot like that to secure. And I will do that with all the ropes. Okay, I'm just gonna check so I didn't miss any of them. Here's some. When you think you've knotted all of the ropes, you can just cut them off. If you want to secure this even further, you can do some sewing or you can put some glue on, but I think this will hold quite well just by doing the double knot. And now you just pull it through. And this little guy should be there. And now we have the bag. I will do just a few things. Maybe I want to make this detail shorter. That's just to cut it off and make a new knot. Okay, good job you guys. I hope you will enjoy your market bag. I'll see you soon again on this YouTube channel. Hoping to be able to show you more products very, very soon. Have a good rest of the day. Bye bye.